Hey guys, okay, so first of all, you guys are doing great, and thank you for helping me after the class, after the 6:30 class, guys, to help clean and organize the gym. That's a huge help. You don't even know, because stuff just accumulates, you know, and you'd be surprised how long it takes to organize this place. So if you're by yourself, so you know, when you guys do that for me, that's a huge plus. I really appreciate that. And all right, so today, let's talk about today. Everything looks good. Deadlifts. I was glad to see that some of you guys, you know, are smart enough to know when not to go for the lift when that weight is real heavy, and you know, like maybe you got it a rep or you got it 2 reps, and then you go for the third, and you just know it's not gonna go well, so you stop. Very smart. Again, just very, very impressive that you're maintaining good form with the heavy weight that you're going for. And you know, keep in mind, like if you have elevated that weight up to a certain amount, and you know, the 6 rep set is more like a 1 rep or a 2 rep set, that's okay. But I would say, you know, lower the weight down so that you can get like a good clean 3 to 4 reps at least. You know, if it's supposed to be 6 and we're getting like 3 or 4, it's okay, but you know, that's different than 1 or 2. So I would say if you did want to go for that 1 or 2 max, save it. Instead of doing the drop set, save it for your, you know, your 5th set. Instead of doing the drop, just go up heavy and try to get out 1 real clean rep. That might be a good time to try it, and that would be great. And today was so crazy in here at 6:30. You know, I was a little distracted. I couldn't get to everybody in time. But every once in a while, on the diagonal raise that we do, I think some of you guys are messing up the form a little bit. You've got to remember that the elbow needs to stay straight, and it's not coming out sideways first. It's actually coming a little bit away from your body first, forward, right? Forward, and once it gets to shoulder level, you follow that trajectory, and it's sideways, right? So it's one diagonal motion all the way through with that elbow straight. It comes across, forward, forward, forward. So if anything, I would tell you it's a lot more of a forward raise than it is a side raise. And honestly, it's neither. It's neither. It's diagonal, right? So the motion is completely diagonal. You gotta look at that direction of the dumbbell. And then I think sometimes, folks, some people are turning it into too much of a front raise, right? So it's gotta follow that trajectory of let's say you're aiming for 10 o'clock or so on the left arm, and you'd be aiming for let's say 2 o'clock on the right, somewhere in there. You know, it's just a practice without the weight, and just get the path right. All right, and it will come together, but we just got to practice that. Going back to workout 4, I think the next time you guys do squats, at least by yourself or with me, but I don't know when that workout's going to fall in with the group, but when you do barbell squats by yourself, please do this for me next time, all of you. Put the step or the ball behind you and tap it. All right, you have to do it. I'm asking you to do it. And what you could use for safety spotters for you guys that are a little bit shorter, believe it or not, you could use those equalizer bars, the yellow equalizer bars that we use for dips. If you're shorter, put that beside you, and when you squat, the bar will stay over it. And that way, if you got to the bottom, you had to dump it, you could dump it onto those suckers. I know a couple of people have tried that before, and it's fine. Or use those sawhorses. The sawhorses are just a little bit high. But at least let's get that butt down and tap whatever's behind you. I want to keep that depth in check, and I'm a little concerned that it's not there for some of the weights on the heavier sets. So just try it. Please just try it. And for shorter folks, I would use that red box, turn it diagonally, and you can tap that. You know, so for me, I'm using one of the rage balls on the floor. That's a good height for me, but you know, that would be a little high for some of you guys who are shorter. So I would definitely use the red box. It's got to be deep, guys. It's got to be parallel. If it's, like I always say, if it's parallel when you're doing the light sets, it's got to stay parallel when we go to the heavy sets. All right. So again, you got to get there. If that's going to keep the the weight increase a little bit lower, then it should be lower. I think that's good. We did good this week. Keep doing your homework. All right. Thank you, guys. Nice job.